Hey athletes, welcome to the official street lifting rules for the upcoming Genesis Warzone national level calisthenics competition that is happening for the first time in Goa. Street lifting is a mix of bodyweight exercises like pull-ups and dips with extra weight added to make it tougher. In this competition, every athlete gets 3 attempts to lift heaviest possible weight for 1 repetition in each of the exercises. So whether you're a beginner or a pro, street lifting is all about pushing your limits and seeing how much extra weight your body can really carry. If you're competing in our upcoming Genesis Warzone national level calisthenics competition, this video will make sure you know how exactly your attempts are judged and scored. So let's get into it. In this competition, we have kept 2 main elements, pull-ups or chin-ups and dips. All athletes must wear footwear while performing. It's recommended to wear light colored clothing so judges can clearly see whether the rep is valid. It's advisable to avoid the colors that match your weight belt. Please note, on the day of the event, judges may make slight changes if needed. In the pull-up element, you can either use the pronated grip, which is also known as overhand grip, or supine grip, also known as the underhand grip. It entirely depends on the athlete. And also, you can change the grip between the attempts. For example, you can do pronated grip pull-up in the first attempt, and second attempt you can switch to chin-up grip or the supinated grip. It entirely depends on you again. And secondly, you can either use the wide grip or close grip. It depends on the athlete's comfort and the strength. Before every attempt, the athlete must write down the exact weight they plan to lift. Now listen to this carefully. Once your name is called, make sure you're ready with the weight belt and the specified weight plate attached. Check out the proper way to wear the weight belt. With thanks to final rep for the example. The weight plate should hang below the knee of the athlete. The command you need to follow by the judge is very simple, but it is the most important part of the street lifting rules. So listen to this carefully. Once your name is called out, the judge will give the first command, that is platform. In this command, the athlete must be ready with the dead hang position. In the dead hang, make sure the elbows are properly locked out and the scapulas are relaxed. And also make sure you're not swinging. Please note, once the command platform is given, the 1-minute timer will start. Once the judge confirms that you are in a proper dead hang position, the next command you will hear is go. In this command, the athlete must perform the movement and come back to the starting position, that is the dead hang position. Finally, when the athlete completes the movement, the last command given by the judge will be box. Once the command box is given, then and then only the athlete can step onto the box and the movement is over. Once the movement is over, then the judge will decide whether the rep is valid or no rep. Now, let's see again how the entire command structure looks like. Athlete ready? Platform. Go. Box. Now let's take a look at the reasons for a no rep. Understanding these points is crucial to ensure every repetition you perform meets the official standards. Reason number 1, the chin doesn't go above the bar. That's a no rep. Here's an example how your chin position should look. Thanks to final rep for the reference. Reason number 2, bend arms at the start or finish. Both positions must be fully locked out. Reason number 3 for the no rep is kicking or keeping. No momentum is allowed. Reason number 4 is the downward motion. The rep must move in a straight controlled line. Platform. And finally, ignoring the judge's cue. You must wait for the command before starting your rep or stepping onto the box after you perform. No rep. The next element is dips. In this element, the command remains the same as pull-ups. The athlete enters the platform after getting the first command, platform. Now the athlete moves onto the box and then takes the starting position with arms fully extended and hips almost fully extended. It is allowed to keep the legs slightly bent or fully extended. The second command will be go, where the athlete performs the movement and comes back to starting position. The starting position is considered to be reached as soon as the athlete has fully extended the elbows in a support position. It is not allowed to initiate the movement during the swing. Therefore, the volunteer will be there to help the athlete stop the swing on the request of the athlete. If the swing is too much and the front judge is therefore unable to give a starting signal after 5 seconds, a signal box is given for safety reason. Once the command go is given, then the athlete may perform the element by bending the arms so that the highest point of the shoulder is visibly lower than the highest point of the elbow, and the highest point of the bottom of the weight belt should be at least at the level of the highest point of the dip bar. Once the athlete hits the depth, then the athlete should go to the support position again and wait for the last command, that is box. Here's a clear photo showing how deep your weighted dip should be. Once again, thanks to final rep. Now let's see the reasons for the no rep. The first reason will be failed rep. That is, the athlete is not able to lift a specified weight. And the second reason will be bend arm, wherein the athlete is starting with the bend arm and he may perform the rep and is back to the bend arm again. This is also not allowed. The third reason for the no rep is if the athlete fails to reach the shoulder depth, which is also known as half rep. The next reason for the no rep is the hip depth. That means the athlete fails to get the hips below the dip bar handles. Keeping or kicking during the movement is also not allowed. This is invalid. The downward motion like this is not allowed. That will be no rep. The last reason for the no rep is
if you are not following the commands.
so listen closely to the judge and avoid these mistakes at all costs. All the best. The highest total wins. Your total is the sum of the heaviest valid pull-up and your heaviest valid dip. Here are the other rules that have been already posted on Instagram page. Please check them carefully. That's all, athletes. Follow the rules properly, don't hurry, and listen to the command of judge carefully. Lift clean and perform with control and strength.
We can't wait to see you all at Genesis Warzone 2025.
Make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel and follow Genesis Cali Park Goa on Instagram account for all the other details and updates.
If you have any queries, feel free to drop down in the comment section.
It's your friend in strength Adarsh Kalekar, founder at Genesis Calisthenics Park. See you at the platform.